So, my friends, oh my God, like always, my lightning is not on top. So, let's see if everything works. So, I'm back on track, just adjusting my light a little bit. And again, of course, without makeup, trying to have a little bit less makeup today. No makeup at all. I know. New episode of Vampire Diaries with Tania, Levy, the vocal coach, and being the vampire. So, guys, how are you doing? So today is a good day to go live again and say hello to everyone, and also getting more suggestions from you for new reaction videos. I have something really cool upcoming. I'm right now making a documentary for you guys on a history of voice. And the first episode will come out this week, and it will be History of Voice in the Stone Age. So I always wanted to plan this kind of series because I think it's super interesting how the voice developed and voice production, and where our ancestors singing in the beginning of time. So I always wanted to do a history thing because I love history. I love everything that has to do with history. So I think that's a really cool thing. So guys, we'll write it out. We'll write everything down. So I have unfortunately not so good news regarding the TNT Boys concert in Manila. So as I told in my last video, fingers crossed, because it was not 100% sure. It was actually 90% sure, so that's why I said it. But it's not working out, unfortunately. It has a lot of things. First thing is I opened my studio on 18/8. And also on this weekend, I'm moving out of my place. Right now it looks totally like shit. So I tried to really, really hard rearrange it because it's a really one-time opportunity. I try to rearrange it, especially because furniture is coming in my place, and then the opening of the studio, and my friend Charlene needed to go to the embassy. So it was kind of really tricky, and we set days and days. So what are we going to do now? Because we're going to have this chance to go to Manila and see the grand finals. And so I met with the organizer here. And anyways, the good news is I see them in Singapore. So they're coming to Singapore. I'm going to see them, and I'm going to spend some time with them and have a meeting with an interview. It's so sad because it was really sad because it's a really good chance for me, because I really wanted to see also the other contestants. I had a chance to see the rehearsals of the show. So believe me, it's really bad. Just really, really, really not working out everything. But sometimes it's just too late notice, unfortunately. It's really, really hurtful, actually. Because we're trying to work it out and plan it, but it's... I hope, because we also had the chance to go to see Azap. I mean, it's just terrible, isn't it? Yeah. It's like everything coming together so good. They're not working out, yeah. Believe me, I'm super sad too, because it would be such an amazing opportunity to see also not only the TNT boys, but to see the other contestants, because I'm watching them. Just because I don't react to them doesn't mean I don't watch them. I saw Sheena making the Alanis Morissette performance, which was absolutely stunning. That is really, really sad. So I'm hoping that Charlene and I can go, because she has an also an organization that works against child trafficking. And that matter is really, really important to me. So she has this organization, and we planning on going next year. She's my Filipino friend. You will see her next week or the week when I upload a new reaction video. And she will be also in that reaction video. And she will teach me some things in Tagalog. Yeah. So that's a little bit sad. What is the difference between relative pitch and perfect pitch? So I didn't heard about relative pitch at all. Sorry. Perfect pitch is pretty clear, but relative pitch, I'm just teaching in English since 1 year, so maybe those are not common phrases in my in English. So maybe but relative pitch, yeah. So guys, I hope that you are not sad about it, not as sad as I am and Charlene are, because we both are sad, and she also had it's a great opportunity for both of us, especially the grand finals and seeing them all in the Philippines. Because I wouldn't have a chance anyway to see Manila. It was just, we would come there, see the shows. They are pretty long, so it would be very, very tight to see something from Manila. So next year we are going to have a better plan and go next year. Strength and weakness of a falsetto voice. So there is this misconception about falsetto and head voice. So the head voice is just simply better vocal compression, and falsetto is more airy. Yeah. In falsetto, a lot of air is still going through the vocal folds like this. Let me explain this. That looks weird, huh? So airy is this one here, and falsetto, compressed head voice. I hope you understand what I mean. Relative pitch. So Regine Velasquez would say it. I really hope she comes to Singapore. I really hope she comes to Singapore. God, hear my prayers. I really have to Google it because I don't know all the English phrases. I will be Googling relative pitch, but she really has a perfect pitch. Careful with falsetto, because falsetto is often compared to childish voices, to choral sounds. So a lot of times people will speak in falsetto when they are impersonating childish voices. So because of a lot of air coming through and the vocal folds not closed properly, this can be very, on the long term, of course, yeah, can be damaging, but that's always up to everyone. So guys, what would you like to see next? I also plan on those vocal tips. I recorded some vocal tips that I will upload also this week. But I always have the feeling of there are so many YouTubers already out there who make this vocal stuff. And I'm like going to make also the same video. And I'm kind of think it's already, because there are already so many of it. And sometimes I think that might be not interesting. Let me know in the comments if it's interesting and if you would like to see those vocal tips. But I know not everyone watches them, because I saw on the other vocal coaches, when they make those tips, they're like, nobody watches it actually. So it's not so, because I think there are so many already out there in tips that it might be not really interesting anymore. That's why I wanted to make this history of voice mini series. So thank you so much, Jared. Okay. Sounds good. Whitney Houston by Jared Brady. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, George. I know that I'm not speaking a lot of on my channel, which I would like to do more, because I'm private. I'm a very sweary person. I swear a lot. That's a very bad habit. But that's times because I'm a rocker in my heart, and I'm a stage person, and I'm this very straightforward person. I used to tend to swear a lot. I don't do it because I know children watch my channel, and I don't like when children watch my channel. I want to behave very well. I think you can agree with me. So I'm trying to not put any kind of that content that is, even though maybe it's funny. Mariah Carey is, by the way, coming to Singapore, but I'm probably not gonna watch it. I saw some live things from her, and she's better in her vocal. I believe she stopped drinking champagne because she somewhere said that she'd have different lifestyle habits, and your lifestyle habits are a reason why you can have vocal damage. Drinking, smoking, kind of certain food behavior, every environment. So that can often result into having difficulties in your speech voice or in singing. Yeah. So give me please your impressions for what would you like to see next, because I really like, you have millions of books here. You don't want to know how my apartment looks like now. Like, Mamma mia. So yeah, she got her voice back. Yeah, she got her voice back. I saw Mariah Carey performance on Christmas when she was playbacking it, but she does so much playback, but she does it with style. You know, she's singing playback, and then playback suddenly, suddenly everything goes wrong. But she kind of in the middle of the performance, like, whatever. I told the sound engineer, yeah. We know that how you told them. But the way that she handled this embarrassment on stage in live TV on New Year's Eve, she just got me. Wow, that lady has a lot of balls. Oh, it's really, really good. Some frustrated singers like me. I mean, it's normal. I just made a research post on my Facebook wall. So if you want to follow my tips, voice advice, research content, it's on my Facebook pages. And it's not boring because I'm not like, yeah, now here, click. I really make a structure in it. It's a storytelling structure. And if you want to have the real deal, I always post them and make controversial posts on my Facebook. So there's where I give a lot of yeah, genau. I wanted to react to her. Yes, please ask me whatever you want to ask. Are you born with a good voice, or is it from a heartbreak? It's exactly what I was telling today in that post. And my post today on Facebook, I speak why anybody can sing, or can anybody sing. And I'm speaking about this controversial topic of, can everybody sing? And I put some researches there as well, which are really interesting. Please go there and look it up because it's a really good post. I'm even proud of myself. Yeah, and I would be more proud of myself if I lose 10 kilo, but things are not working out how I want, Yeah. I love Mariah. She's amazing. She's absolutely an icon. She's an icon. I mean, just her, the idol that she is really iconic. So it's really good. Guys, to be honest, it's a misconception. I had in Singapore some artists here. Artists are very difficult to work with. There's many reasons why artists are very, very difficult to work. But the main common thing is, I had an artist here that wanted to participate in a Universal contest, which is already, I work with Universal Music, and I can tell you everything about how that really works inside. It's not what you think it is. It's worse. It's even worse. So she came to me with her guitar, and she has her own songs, yeah. And she instantly wanted like kind of quick results. My problem as a vocal coach is I give those quick results and people are not coming back. So there's a miscommon thing that I do is that I want to give everything in one lesson, which is not smart from a technical point of view, because of course you want to have your students. I mean, I have, of course, long-term students. But sometimes that's why I charge for drop-in lessons much more, because some of those artists, they just want to come for 1-2 times and then check on the voice. and then they never come back. Yeah. But the misconception is that they think that one lesson will like resolve everything, because that's not how singing works. It takes dedication, passion, it takes hard work. Would you go on a marathon without training for the marathon? Do you really think you would win that marathon? Seriously? It's not how it works, really. It's not how it works. You cannot go look at the stars. Do you know how they work a day? What it takes to, just because you have some talent doesn't mean that you can have the discipline and that you can work, that you are talented enough to handle your talent, because mostly the talented people are the laziest ones. I had students outrunning the talented ones I had because they were working better. That is the truth. Amen. uh, so there is a only 1.5% of the people, they are tone deaf. The name is something with causia amnesia or something. So 1.5 statistically, this is a study from America, which you can also look up on the research that I made on my Facebook post. 1.5% of the people cannot sing. They are tone deaf, physically tone deaf. And then 90% of the rest are technically not tone deaf, so they can sing. They could sing, yeah? They could make it. But to sing, can you hit high notes, can you belt, is a thing of anatomy. Are you anatomically skilled? Because everyone is differently anatomically skilled, yeah? I look, it's like this. There are some quick results that I also mention a lot of times in my YouTube videos. There are these quick results. They work instantly. But then there is this other percentage of you need to work, because a lot of times people come here, they have some different styles, they have some baggage already on their voice, you know. Sometimes it's even better that you don't go to a vocal coach, because after you get so many technique, you get confused. I get confused a lot of times because of techniques, and then you need to relearn everything. Everything you know from 10 years ago is already debunked. It's debunked. I know it because I went recently on a master class, and I'm doing a 3-month certified course again. Like I'm every year doing something just to keep updated, because the field of research and technology changed so drastically. Okay, enough voice geek talk. Enough. I want to react to BDS and all of the others. I definitely would love to. Yeah, Singapore is very expensive. Even the going by plane, it's true. It's very expensive. I'm not going to stay here forever. That's for sure, because it's impossible to make a. It's a very expensive city. Yeah, there's not much to do in Singapore. Shop and eat, and I'm not a shopping person. I mean, this jacket I have since 2009. Oh God, I'm a minimalist. That is, I have this problem with storing things, because my mother was always storing things in the household, and we were always drowning in stuff. It was looking like a museum I didn't want to go. So yeah, tell me about 90. Yeah, look, I Facebook is a good thing for business working and memes. But I always post content that is hopefully informational. There are a lot of vocal pedagogy books. Oh my God, I don't know where to start. This will be requiring a separate message, because there are a lot of good books. I currently work with Estil, which is a pedagogy form of voice technique, voice pedagogy is Estil. That's how I currently work. Oh God. So guys, Give me your suggestions. What would you like to see next? Because I'm really planning on doing another series. Now I cannot vlog, but I will vlog the TNT Boys event, which is exciting. Which is super exciting. So beyond that, I would like to know if you would like to see something else. If you would love to see something else. Always interesting for new ideas. I can definitely recommend some singing books, but I will make a post on Facebook about singing books that I will recommend. Techniques are changing. I mean, some old school techniques like bel canto stay for 200 years and they work out. Almost at 100K! Yeah. After the other guy on vocal coaching, I was the second vocal coach that started that vocal coaching stuff. Yeah, so I hope that I can reach the 100K. Yay! So excited. I hope that I one day get my videos in sync. That would be awesome because I do all the technical stuff here alone. So that is very hardcore. I would love to get them all in sync together. If you know a program, how I can like live make it like Rebecca. She has this program where she just I don't know what she uses. Do you know what she uses for a program? Like she can immediately click and stop. So she recorded at the same time. Does she has an online program? Do you know what I mean? So my Facebook is just simply Tania Levy. Estelle, yeah. Estelle voice. It's the best. It's very anatomically. But believe me, it's an eye-opener. Barbara Streisand, Estelle voice. Best voices are Estelle. Because Estelle is very much used on Broadway and musical. And the good way is always the Broadway and musical technique. That's when you know classical technique as well too, yeah? And depends on which teacher you are using for pop contemporary. Do you believe everyone can sing? Technically, yes and no. Technically, I personally, for myself, from my experience, I think surely everyone could sing to a different stage, but will it be sounding good? You know, if I belt in the higher register, I don't think that's my sweet spot. I surely can reach the high register, but I don't think that will sound like Whitney Houston is sounding, right? So some people are also anatomically limited. It's just not like it's not like this. It takes some time. When I was 19, I was studying. I was working on a song by Grease. There are worse things I could do. It took me for one note to get up higher in my register. It took me 1.5 months to 3 months for one note at this time. Now I'm older. Now I can sing that song better. But just to go into the higher register, get prepared, that be a pain in the ass. Because it will be very difficult, I was always ashamed exposing myself from the teacher because I was like, I can stay on every night. I was like this originally. But once I got that high note, I was like, oh my God, it happened. I had the breakthrough after so much working. I had that breakthrough. And then once it's there, it stays, yeah? So I started singing very early. I started singing when I was small, but I went to singing lessons when I was 10. Yeah, but singing, I was doing it early. And then professionally later, when I got 16, 17. Yay, South Korea, so cool. Oh my God. Thank you so much. I really would love to look into South Korea. But I would really love to see some South Korean artists because I saw a really interesting K-pop documentary, which is super cool. And I when I saw the documentary, it was so interesting how the stars are developed there. It's really, really interesting to see. And I would really like to make a mini series on that, how they are. how they make those K-pop stars. It's crazy. When I saw the BTS and all of the others, I'm not good with names. Yeah. Favorite singer in Philippines? Yeah, I openly say it's always Regina Velasquez. From terms of singing, from terms of artistry, it's Casey. Yeah, yeah, that's right. It's related to, yes, you. Everyone has a different anatomy, vocal cords, larynx, space, bones, muscle structure. That's determining also your voice quality. Feel free to. It's just funny that you're really asking me right now this, guys, because I just made a post about it. It's full with researchers. It's really good. It's a very decent post. So go there, give it a like. You will love it. It's funny that you're right now asking me that, because it's really just matched the topic. Question of all: if I'm going to the Philippines, what would you like? Where can I go? Because it's obviously not so far away. It's like 3.5 hours. But I heard that Manila is expensive. So I researched on the internet that if I'm going in, that it can be pricey as well if I'm in. Yes, I have a exactly. If you go to Tania Levy, then you will see it. Wait, I just passed you the link. It's really cool. Even I was surprised of how can I make a good research. No, I'm joking. It's part of my job, you know. Okay, so that is the side. Cebu, okay. Many beaches in Cebu. There was also I remember the beautiful the what was it? Yay, from Hong Kong, so cool, all over the world, so exciting. I have a gig on 25 here in Singapore. I have a gig. Do you have song suggestions? Because the Yakoro Palava. No, there was this fest. There was this party there. This Fasching masquerade party. Where was that? Because that looked very interesting to me. Anyway, I would like to go there with a purpose. So not only making holidays, but also go there with a purpose. And I spoke, by the way, with another YouTuber as well. That is obviously making how do you call is working with the organization. He was very cold. It was zero helpful. I was very disappointed. I was sad and disappointed. Yeah, let's sometimes suck. So let me know your suggestions, because I have my book here, Stage Art Studio. Stage Art Studio, so excited. So many papers here. My house is full of papers. Oh mein Gott! Oh, liebe Grüße zurück. Wie cool ist das denn? Oh mein Gott. Sehr geil. Liebe Grüße an Anais. Muss mich unbedingt melden. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jared. I am so sorry to hear your loss. Oh my God. Please stay strong. Everything will be fine. So sorry to hear it. I hope you're doing well. Sending you a lot of positive energies. Oh yeah, okay. So I'm writing. What do you want to see next? What do you want to see next? So I heard I surrender, but I cannot spell that word. Amikapil. That's what I have here as well. Yay, so excited that my studio is opening up. There's a lot of things to do as well. But I hope everything will run smoothly. Genau, the Mascara Festival. The shirts are with this side red bubble. So we will also go a little bit more down with their prices for everyone to have the chance to have a available. For everyone have the chance to buy the shirt. So yeah. So beautiful. So excited. Oh my God. Aya, do you have questions for the TNT boys? I'm going to choose 5 questions that I will make. I'm going to choose 5 questions that I will make, and then I will, from you guys, that I want to ask the TNT boys. 5 questions. 5 questions I want. And there is a chance before their concert that I can vocally warm them up. Can you believe it? Well, then you really have to cross fingers. That's really fingers crossed right now, if that will work out. My studio is near Holland Village in Singapore. It's a little bit, it's 3 stations away from near Holland Village. Yeah, exactly. I cannot, not, amusia, exactly, not amnesia. Amusia. Yeah, English is not my first language, Will. Yeah, it takes me some time to write it out down. I don't think that the TNT boys have different tendency of their sexuality. I think it will be very, very early for them to discover that stage. Just because they're cross-dressing for a performance doesn't mean that they actually. But then, is it really relevant? You know, they are kids, and so far I understand that there is a therapist there, something that takes care of them. I think they are too young to know what they are really, in which sexuality they are. It's not really relevant, well, right? Because they are just absolutely great artists and performers, so that is important. And it's not really of my business. Exactly. I would never do a collaboration with Morissette. No, because it's, if I want to go back into depression, I would surely do it. But the problem is that Morissette is a high class singer, but she's also a different kind of singer, and I'm a different kind of singer. I don't think that would be equally matching, because she's a monster, she's a beast. Yeah, right. She has that spectrum of voice, and I would no, I would not take the chance to catapult myself into into depression. I wouldn't do it. With none of them. Perhaps Casey, because she's more of an artist. I have a similar range of voice from Casey. That is my similar range of voice that I have. So that would work fine. So we can both be, you know, help each other. I also think I need to have more subscribers to really caught their attention. Also, I'm planning on making a music video by the end of this year as well. So I can showcase my singing as well. um, My favorite international singer. That's a really tricky question because I like a lot of singers. Oh, that's a tricky question. I don't listen too much to modern music as well because I think modern music sucks a little bit. Sucks a lot. Listen still to the old school stuff, to be honest. Yeah, that's a good question. If they would like to collaborate with some international artists, who would it be? That's a good question. I'm a very low key person, and working on stage is a hard thing. I'm happy that I'm sometimes not doing it anymore because it can be very, very hardcore. Modern music. Oh, that's worth a documentary as well about why modern music has changed a lot and sucks so much. Modern music is just really not like it has been Um, I would love to make a collaboration with Casey because that is cool because we can both be artists. And this artistry, that works very well. That is really interesting. Yeah, yeah. Oh, guys. So I have also other favorites. I think on the show there, Isang is just amazing. I saw her Liza Minnelli performance. I saw the Aretha Franklin performance. It's crazy the level of her imitating the sound, making the sound production and imitating them. Well, that is really beyond amazing, isn't it? I hope I can sing with them together. So it's less embarrassing to lose against those three kids than to Morissette. But they are really good. I'm preparing some games that I would like to play with them. So that's what I want to do. We'll make some games and I will hopefully vocally warm them up. I would love to visit the Wish Bus with my single, if I will bring one out, or in an interview about vocal coaching. Regine's show, definitely. I would love to watch it. I love musical very much. I love rock. I love David Bowie, Fleetwood Mac. I like 90s music a lot. And then it stops because I'm not a listener to big modern music. I like very much Charlie Puth because he composes his own. He arranges, composes, produces his own songs. He puts jazz influences and different influences inside. I like his music very much. So from the modern parts, I think that's where I like it a lot. Auto-tune artist, exactly. Well, that is worth also a video. Auto-tune artist. You don't know how many every day I receive so many comments about lip syncing, about autotune. No, this person XY is not lip syncing, it's not autotuning, but most of the time they really do. They really autotune and lip sync a lot. Yeah. Okay, my sweet. So it has been already very long, like almost 40 minutes. So chatting with a lady is always very long. Time for a coffee and a tea, and then chat with me. Yeah. I used to listen to Alanis Morissette. You ought to know. Hands Clean was very nice. Which one was it? Well, I don't. I cannot listen to the song "Ironic" anymore. But she has very good things too, and she has a very unique voice. Very unique voice that she's doing. So it's not easy to reproduce that unique sound. Yes, my friends. Okay, so we're gonna see each other this week again, and hopefully with my mini documentary. Please feel free to look at it as well. I'm so excited because I want to do something more educational. I mean, I try to make my videos always educational. That's the main focus. So I'll at least want to point always something educational out. And yeah, and I hope after, because I'm right now doing a second degree, which is a pain in the ass whenever, studying is always hard, and I'm studying in another language. So I hope after it's all done by the beginning of the October, I hope when I get there my diploma, I hope that, I'm not almost 30 doing something else. So I hope then after this that I can bring out some music as well, because that was very good. So I have, if you want to scroll down, it's really old stuff that I should actually take out because my voice has already changed because of new technique and training. My voice changed, my voice quality. I have on my Instagram some posts where I sing when you scroll down, where I sing very difficult songs. And I'm like very technically difficult. So I'm not singing them whole through. If I sing a very difficult song, I'm singing in stages. That's what I do. Sing it always in stages. Yeah. But I'm looking to make my own I have friends here that make music videos and studios, so I'm trying to make it really good and not just a plain cover, because I want to really make like releasing music after some years. That would be nice. Okay, everyone. So take care of yourself. I wish you a nice night today. Stay happy, stay healthy. If you have more ideas or recommendations, you have questions, please always feel free to put them in my comment sections. If you know organizations, that would be also very good, because I'm always looking for very, very good organizations. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in live. If you want to always be updated on what I'm doing, then it's always on Facebook. Try to update everything there. Yeah, and I hope next time with a little bit of makeup. But who knows? Maybe the director of Vampire Diaries is watching, and he just need a new vampire there. And I'm like, hey. I had the same problem in the beginning of when I started to teach in classrooms. When I started to teach music, I had the same problem with classrooms, that I was damaging my throat and voice, because you have a wrong. You must look at your breathing technique, because can be a common thing that's on your breathing, and not engaging your diaphragm. So you are plainly just pushing too much air also through your vocal cords. Also speaking, yeah, it's mostly breath. It's breath, and you should use your diaphragm. You must work with your diaphragm. How do I say good night in Tagalog? In Germany, it's gute Nacht. Gute Nacht, meine Lieben. Ich wünsche euch eine ganz, ganz tolle Nacht. Ich hoffe, euch geht's gut. Magandang. Magandangabi. Or is it Magandang? Or is it Magandang? Or Magandangabi? Is it on the A? Or is it on the second A? Or is it flat? Magandang? Okay. Okay, my friends. So, gute Nacht. Yeah. Have a nice evening. Stay happy and healthy. God bless you all. Thank you so much for tuning in, for your time. I really appreciate it. It's really important. Thank you so much, really. And yeah, hopefully more vocal tips to come and everything. Okay. Okay, my friends. So, see you in my next live chat. Yeah. Don't forget to drink